You know, I'm a lightweight guy, right? Usually I compare as a rooster, it's 125 pounds, but I love to play top game. You know, I do things different for my other opponents, person. Okay, and one thing that I do a lot is before any technique, it's the way I position myself, right? It's really important that one thing that I know that if I have a good control of my opponent, I will have a good technique. Okay, I need to combine both control, right? Control comes first. Second, it will be the adjustment, and then I will be able to apply the pressure and pass the guard first, right? But before control is the way I position myself. For example, dela riva guard, right? If I'm here, he has a great advantage of control my leg, plus the dela riva hook, and sometimes he can control my sleeve first. Now he control my lower body, my upper body, right? It's really good for him. And to me, I need to deal with a lot of things. First, stop him with the dela riva hook. Second, work on my base, and then I'll start working to break the grip and apply my position, right? But one thing that I do a lot is the way I position myself. Let's say, if I'm here, let's say stand up please, pull guard. We're gonna pull in guard, right? Now, even though he control my collar, my arm, and the foot on the head, I still have a good control here, good balance, right? And if you guys see it, I'm not gonna go over my opponent, and I'm not gonna go too far away from him. I wanna just step my leg back. And I will do it like a squat position like this, because now I will trap his foot. If he try to push me with his foot, it's gonna be difficult. And one thing that I focus a lot is, for him to have a strong guard, he has to keep his knees on his chest. Now he's gonna have a strong guard. But by the time that I'm doing this, his knees is far away from his chest. Even though he controls the collar and my arm, it's gonna be difficult for him to move. And one thing that I do a lot is, let's say he controls my sleeve, I'll use the advantage by using my hand in front of his thigh like this. Very good collar. I'll be doing like this way. Why? Because once I'm here, I can do two things. I can pull his leg to me, or I can use my hand to stop him to move. Let's say if he brings his knee to his chest, my hand will be in front of his leg. It's gonna be hard for him to move. Try move. Now I can start using my back leg like this, and I will start pushing myself forward. So now I can keep my weight not on top of my opponent. I want to keep my weight and my control behind his butt and his hamstring. My elbows are inside like this. You see my elbows are, I connect my elbow, my forearm on my leg. And I'll be like this position. I'm on my side, this way. Even if he has the dela riva hook, for example, try to use a hook. It's gonna be hard for me. Because I'm controlling the hips and the knee. Okay? Before he does something, he has to move his hips, then he's gonna start moving his knee like this, for example, going to a big dela riva guard. But now he has to move his hips, you guys see? By the time that I'm controlling here, it's gonna be hard for him to move because I'm applying my pressure down and forward. Okay? Now, on the other side here, the reason that I do this with my leg is because if I'm facing him, he's gonna have more leverage to push me back, and I'll be off balance. Now if I be on my side, it'll be hard for him to push me, to make me off balance. Even though if you control my collar, for example, try to make me off balance. Now I'll take advantage to push to drag his leg in between my leg, and then I'll pinch my knees together. Not this way. I'll still angle myself. Why? Because what I'm doing right now is I'm twisting his knees. His foot is here. I will step over. Now my inside leg. My left leg is the outside leg. My right leg is the inside leg. I will do this. Okay? Let's see. If you control my collar, I will do the same. Okay? If you control my sleeve, like collar and sleeve, yes, I'll do the same thing. The only thing that I need to worry about the collar sleeve is the shallow lasso. If it goes to shallow lasso, I have to bring my elbow, my shoulder down like this, because I'm gonna block this, closing this space. Then I can start work on the high car position. Then I grab the collar. I can do a squat position if I can, or I can start driving myself forward here. But I see my right leg, I still twisting his foot. Okay? Let's say, we're gonna do like this, stand up please. We're gonna be here. One important thing is, before we engage my grips, I need to control his triceps, not on this leg. Even though he controls my triceps here. See, I'm doing this. Collar. And then once I grab the collar, my four fingers on the outside, my thumb right inside, but I want to twist my hand all the way inside, like this, because I can block him. Okay? Now I'm gonna pull guard, please. Here we go. Now I let go the grip on the collar. Why I'm grabbing the collar like this? Because I want to keep his head off the mat. Try to place it back on the mat. It's gonna be hard. He's only gonna place his head on the mat if I keep my elbow out. Now I can extend my arm. If I'm doing this, you see my elbow on my leg. It's this way. Why? Because you're gonna have to let go the grip here to control my ankle. And then I go for the hips. And if somehow he be able to take his foot off my hip and place on the belly guard, I control on the outside. See, on the outside. Now I'm on my side. This way. And I go. Collar grip. Okay? Now I'll start bringing him to my side. Now I end up here. In this position. If you know his knee shield are here, but he doesn't have a strong knee shield. Why? Because of my hand. I'm pushing my hand down against his belly. So now I can open his space and start working knee cup tight. Okay? Let's say here, first thing first, it's my base, right? Here I'm facing, here he'll be able to push me back and make me off bound. Because you're only gonna be able to move this leg after you make me off bound. You're not gonna do anything with the side of the de la riba hook. Even though he control my leg, but his leg is trapped as well. Right? Because my hand will be here on the hips. Okay? The way that I position myself, you change everything right now. Because I will do a squat position and I push my leg. I use my leg to push myself forward. My forearm, you'll be on the outside. Okay? If I go to the inside, you're gonna go for shallow lasso, for example. Bring over. Yes. Now I have to close the gap. That's why if I'll be on the outside, I'm blocking his leg. And I'm pulling him to try to bring your leg outside right now. And I go. Collar grip. Okay? Collar grip is the same thing. I always twist my hand inside. Don't go too higher because I can expose my elbow here. My arm. I will follow his chest. My forearm is on the outside. Because I still, you see, at the beginning of the position, I want to open his door. Okay? I grab it here. Once I step, I'm closing his door. One hand on the hips, one hand on the collar. And I still use my elbow. I'm still pinching my knees together. And I'm not on top of him. I want to be right on his knee and his hips like this. Now I'll start bringing him to the side. But I'm not going to use the collar grip. I'll use the hand on the hips. I'll do this. And I still pull and I push. I'm doing this. Do this way. Now, then the most important thing right now here will be my knee. I'm not going to slide my knee this way. I'll pull my knee down to the mat. But at the same time, I want to connect my knee on his rib. I want to do this. Because you see how I open his guard right now? by using my hips, and there you go. That's the goal. Okay. Last one, stand up please. We're here. You should into grips. Pull up. I can use a double collar grip, it's the same thing. My goal is keeping his head off the mat at the beginning of the position. And then my hand, let go the collar, I go to the outside. To the same side that my opponent has the foot on my hip. Outside, grabbing the hips here. Can grab the thigh right here. Okay. Now, you still control the collar. I'm this way, try push me, try move. And then collar over. Now, push and pull. We do this. Let's still pushing, pulling and push. When I pull him, the elbow goes over my leg. Because I'm carrying his weight on my elbow and my leg at the same time. Now I come into the mat. You see, I don't pass the hips line. I want to be hips to hips. And then hugging the hand, underhook the arm. Okay? And the best thing to understand this position is you do like a squat position. Foot on my hip, he's here. You see his foot? I'll do this. Because now I'll use my thigh to trap his foot and his heel at the same time. And my knee is still not in between the leg. Here, behind his hamstring. Do this. Okay? Now the other leg goes here. And I still drive myself forward because his foot is still blocked. Collar. Control the hips if you can. Control the thigh. Make sure my arm will be on the outside of his knee. Control the collar. Now by the time that I'm pulling him, I'm not gonna pull him straight this way. I'm pulling sideways. You see I'm twisting his body as I push the leg down. Now knees to the mat. Then let's take it. Okay? You guys understand? Let's try. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Go with